Good luck. Oh, yeah.
Hi guys, happy Sunday. Beautiful. What beautiful weekend, isn't it?
Isn't it?
Um, I just wanted to say sorry if you were logged off, if you were logged in at the start. I don't know what happened, but I logged in and it seemed to kick us all off. I think we're all back in now. So that's all we need. Awesome. Thank you so much for joining me. We're going to start today in child's pose, actually, instead of on our backs. Just a really lovely stretch. We're going to move in a way that kind of honors a bit of the warmth in the air. Sometimes the muscles feel a little bit more sore, just doing our normal practice, because when you're in the warmth, the body will allow yourself to sink a little bit deeper. So, yeah, I know a few of you had come to the workshop yesterday. I'm definitely feeling it in my hamstrings, which I didn't expect to. I don't know if you're feeling it anywhere in your body. You might not, but that's not normally an area after that practice that I go, oh, that's tight today. So it's just interesting to see kind of where the body is at, and where you might need to lean into for your stretch today. But more than anything, honor your body. You make sure if you need a drink more often than I suggest, grab it, especially where it is warmer. Open a window, let the air in if you can, and just let's enjoy a beautiful session. So, child's pose for us when you're ready. Oh, beautiful. What a day. Having such a great end to the month. I think it's all everyone's talking about, this beautiful weather, the warmth in the air, and what the sunlight brings to us, right? It's pretty amazing. As you take your child's pose, just as always, make it yours. So if you want to take the knees a little bit wider, get a little deeper into the hips, you can choose that. I'm going to make it a little bit more shallow, especially as our first one. Go for it. Want to prop the hips up at all, or even put pillow underneath the tailbone and the heels, you can. You want to stack the fists. That's a great place to be. You want to take it deeper. Please just feel where you need to be. It's all good. And just hang out. You should ever really feel the warmth in the air. I think that in the practice, there's something really magical about doing yoga in the summer, in the warmth. originating from a hot country. Obviously, there's that lineage of yoga. I feel like you can really sink in to that warmth, that sunlight. Maybe as you lower into your child's pose and surrender, check in around you. Can you hear any sort of birds chirping outside? Maybe it's just quiet. Maybe you can hear others around you. Like getting on with their day in other rooms or spaces in the house. Whatever you hear, just lean into it as a place of calm and light and safety. Your beautiful home that you've created, beautiful space that you practice. Breathing in, and as we breathe out, let's just lean into that feeling of gratitude. As we sink into the mat, we sink a little deeper into the spring and start to feel the warmth that we often get in the summertime. That relaxation. Just to relax in the forehead and soften the space between the eyebrows. Release the tightness and the creases alongside the eyes. And just breathe in. And slowly breathe out. Maybe separate the jaw. Let gravity do the work as we just find in. Breathing in. And slowly breathing out. Breathing in when you're ready, pushing the hands up, walking the hands forward and peel the tailbone up. Good. Just slowly bring the knees back in if you've taken them out. Excuse me. A little morning sneeze. Untuck those toes. What we're going to do is rock forward and back. So take it really small. So just rocking forward and back, maybe not quite taking the tailbone all the way down. And then the option to walk the hands forward and maybe just extend a little bit more forward with the hips and the pelvis, just playing a little bit with that movement. And then checking in, how do you feel today?
Okay.
Breathe in. And slowly breathing out. And then maybe taking a little bit more forward. If you want to draw the chest through, only if the back allows that movement, staying where you want, drawing in from the core. And sinking down. Exhale, maybe arms extend, rotate the biceps out and down and away from the ears, chin in. Inhale, slowly coming back up, let the pelvis drop forward, drop the shoulders down. Good. See how that feels. Inhaling, drawing from your core. And slowly sinking down. Drop the shoulders down, soften in the forehead. Soften in the jaw, relax. Really separate those teeth. Breathe in. And exhale, slowly breathing out. We're going to lean forward. This time we're going to come all the way down onto the belly. Good. Let's turn in a little cheek so that it feels comfortable. Good. Relax the shoulders. We're going to draw that right knee in towards the chest. We're going to bring the right hand back. If you've got the range and you can grab the toes, guide the heel in closer to the glutes. If it feels a little bit too tight, we're not quite there, just use the hand, relax it down on the mat and just squeeze that heel in. Your other option here is to breathe in, tuck under in the pelvis. So really squeeze, tuck under, and you're going to start to feel a little bit more on the top of that leg. You're going to love a little stretch there in your quad muscle. Inhale. And as we exhale, tucking under. Beautiful. Let's just release any tightness in the legs. 3, 2, a little smile if you like, and 1. Slowly extend. Inhale, bending the other leg. And drawing the toes in towards the heel. Good. Just see where your kind of edge is, where it feels all right. And then maybe tuck under, squeezing the glutes and get that lovely release. The other side. Inhale and exhale out. Just finding a lovely little slow start on the belly. Inhaling and exhaling out. Good. Releasing both of the feet, turning the head to face. So we're going to bring the hands nice and wide, kind of the outside of those ribs. Roll the shoulders up and back. Don't quite lift up yet. Keep the elbows drawing in towards the side of the body. And then maybe lift a little bit or see what it feels like just to lift a little bit and then back down. Keep it flowy, little cobra. Breathing in, lifting a little bit or a lot. Feel where the body wants to go and down. Nice one. Breathing in, maybe one more. Amazing. And out. One more. Lift, inhale. And down. Good. We're going to bend in the knees. See if you can tuck those toes. Bring those hands down alongside the body. Lifting up. Drawing from your core. Let's find our little tabletop position and sinking down into child's pose. Just keep the knees soft. Hands wherever you want. Either stacking the forehead on the palms or the fists. If you want a little bit more active, lift a little bit up in the chest. Rotate the biceps down. Or the biceps kind of roll out and the shoulders roll down. Chin down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Amazing. Breathing in. Feel wherever the body is, then that breath. Feel it soften down. Amazing. Inhale. We're going to peel the body back up to that cat pose. Walk the hands slightly forward. Slowly lower yourself down onto the belly. Good. Well done. Inhale. I'm going to draw that right knee in, maybe holding, maybe grabbing the toe. Inhale, backing under. And exhale, letting go. Good. 2 breaths in. And out. Relax in the face. Let go. And other side. Inhale. Using the hand to draw the heel in. Squeeze and tuck under. Exhale, breathing in. And slowly breathing out. Nice work releasing that leg. Beautiful. Inhale, bringing the hands on either side of the ribs. Roll the shoulders up. Lifting up little or a little deeper cobra up to you. Just lift up and down. In your own pace. Find a breath as we lift up. Nice inhalation and exhale as you slowly draw down. Inhale, lifting up. And slowly coming down. Last one, lifting up. Nice work. Slowly coming down. Beautiful. From here, let's tuck those toes. So we can use the core lift up into tabletop and sinking down into your child's pose. Good. Just let everything soften. Yogi's choice. Relaxing the head and the hands. Or extending the arms out. Getting a little bit in the upper body. Rotate the biceps away. Shoulders down. Chin down. Inhale. And slowly exhaling out. Breathing out. Amazing. From here, we're going to walk the hands towards the right hand side. I'm just going to face you. Right hand side. What I want you to do is sink down to the left hip. Push that left hip down into the floor as you get that lovely side stretch. Taking the left hand on top of the right and sink in. Deep breath in and out. See if you can feel that little bit of a stretch in the side body. Relaxing the head on the arms. Just don't want any strain in that neck. Inhale. And exhale. Well done, my beautiful friends. Walking back to center. Lovely. Just getting a beautiful stretch to start this time. Shifting that weight a little bit further over towards the right hip. Head comes down. Right hand on top of the left. Relaxing the jaw. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. Amazing. Breathing in. And breathing out. Relax the face, the forehead. Amazing. Breathing in, separate the jaw. Amazing, good job. Coming all the way back to the middle. Sinking into that mat. Maybe this time we take the fingertips like a little claw in front of us and we let the chest just dip. Might not get all the way to the floor. I definitely don't. Just let that lovely little roll of the shoulders, biceps out, shoulders down, chin down. Inhale. And slowly exhaling out. Beautiful. Let's bending into those elbows, slowly coming up and swing the legs around to the side. Nice work. Maybe coming up to a nice upright position. The mat. Good work, everyone. Inhale, start with those lovely shoulder rolls today. Some good time just to breathe in and breathe out. Just move into those spaces. Move like we do almost every class. Not always, but such a good one just to kind of build into your week if you can. Inhale. And slowly breathe out, exhale. Awesome. Keep it flowing, keep it going. The more we keep those rolls happening, the more we're going to get into those real little niggly bits. 3. You got it. 2. And 1. Squeeze up. And exhale, draw those shoulders down. Got it. Inhaling one more time here. Exhale through the mouth, let it go, and draw in from your core. Trying to find that lovely length in the spine as we draw in from that navel. So it's all just about, if we kind of squeeze in from our core, we just notice that back gets a little flatter instead of leaning forward or arching the spine. Good. Take that right ear to the right shoulder. I know we do this often near the end, but we're just going to really spend some time here getting into the neck and shoulders. Inhale. And slowly exhaling out. Breathing in, head comes up. And exhale, turning to the other side. See how that feels today. Inhale and exhale. Trying to keep the spine nice and long, just turning the head. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale back to center. One more time on each side. Inhale. And slowly exhale. Good work. Breathing in and breathing out. Inhale, taking your time. Head comes to center. Exhale, head to the side. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breathing in. And breathing out. Inhale, bring the head back to center. Drop your shoulders down. And just feel that little bit of a moment of stillness. Checking in. How are you today? Okay, we're going to draw the chin down towards the chest. Just see how that feels. Keeping that spine still upright as the chin draws in. Feel a little pull in the neck, or does it feel good today? Breathing in, breathing out. Inhale, exhale, breathe. And head comes back to center. Inhale, looking up. Drop the shoulders down. Breathing in, chin back to chest. And this time we're going to take our little half circles over to the ear. And back to the middle. And other side.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay, I'll see you at the normal 1:30-ish.
And slowly breathing out. Rolling the neck side to side. 3. Nice one. Relaxing the forehead. 2. And then 1. Bringing it back to center. Inhale, lift the head up. Inhale. And exhale through the mouth. Beautiful. From here, we're going to come up onto tabletop. You can face the long edge of the mat if you want. We're going to extend the right leg. We're going to come onto the knee on the left-hand side. Toes of that left leg pointing forward. Good. We're going to bring the hands forward, staying in that tabletop position. Maybe walking them slightly forward. We're going to lean forward with the pelvis here, kind of like we did at the beginning. We're going to slowly sink back. Take your time so you can get a little stretch into a little inner hamstring. Good. Forward with the pelvis as much as feels comfortable. And sinking back. Now you can have the back toes tucked or untucked on the left-hand side, up to you, whatever feels good. Just keep it moving. 3. Deep breath in and out. 2. Nice one, everybody. And last one, as you sink back, I want you to find where it feels comfortable for you to stay. Might be a little bit more upright. Might want to untuck that back toe, sinking all the way down. Find a comfortable place for the arms, wherever you feel best. And stay for a breath in, and a breath out, and a breath in, and a breath out. Amazing, and coming all the way back up when you're ready. Good work. We're going to walk the hands in towards the center and lift up nice and tall from the spine. Good. Inhale, arms are going to come out. We're going to bring that right hand down and just reach in the direction of that right ankle, reaching over with your left hand up over the head, breathing in, getting a nice little stretch in the side body. Amazing. Inhale, coming all the way back up. I'm going to bring the hand out. So we don't want the hand in line with the shoulder, a little bit further out, or you can come onto a fist and shift the weight. Good. See how that feels. Inhale. You want to tuck under, draw that pelvis forward and lift, Josh down. You don't want the shoulders up towards the ears, draw them. And when you're ready, option to lift that leg, inhale, and maybe tap the toe. You can keep it on the floor as well. This is all good. Inhale, and tap the toe. Breathing in, and tap the toe. Good. Option here, we're going to do our little crunches. So you can bring it from the floor and crunch in and tap on the floor. Maybe you reach the hand up over alongside the ears, or you can come from a lifting position. You can crunch in and keep the leg extended. So bring everybody's foot down, arm up over the head. Inhale. Yogi's choice, either lift or keep it on the floor, drawing it in, little crunch. And extend. And draw it in. And extend. And draw it in. And extend. And bend the knee. Now you've got the option to stay here, maybe reach that hand back, kind of like we did on the floor. Can you grab the toes? See what that feels like. If that feels comfortable, stay there. Maybe pushing the toes into the hand. Maybe arching the back a little bit to get a little bit more depth in that spine. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, reach in, bring that foot down. We're going to walk that right hand, left hand coming forward. We've got it bringing the knees back in so that they're hip distance. Take those toes nice, our knees wide, toes to touch, and sink down wherever you want for your child's pose. Just resting here. Noticing if you felt any tightness in the lower back, the spine. Inhale and exhale. If you want it, you can rock the forehead left to right on the floor, the mat, the sack fist through the hand, just releasing any headache. Just imagine it's just disappearing. Let it go. 3, 2, and 1. Good. And then when you're ready, inhale, just begin to push the body back up, healing up from that child's pose, and guide the knees back into hip distance. Good. Inhale, we're going to just extend into that left leg. See how it feels on that side. Good. Back toes to either be tucked or untucked, and just a little rock forward and back. I don't know about you, but if it feels a little bit tighter in those inner thighs, that little inner hammy, just rock forward and back. Beautiful. Deep breath in, and now just feeling the body. That's all this is about. Feeling where you might have that bit of tightness. 3. Good. 2. And 1. You sink back next, just see if you can feel that little edge of the stretch. You can untuck the toes, you can keep them tucked, you can keep it soft. Wherever you need to be, just allow yourself to mount. Find your little edge and lean into that. Releasing that strain. Breathing in. And slowly breathing out. Amazing. Inhale, coming all the way back up. You've got it. We're going to walk the hands in and lift the body up. Good. Awesome job. Feel that little bit of balance. Make sure that you're comfortable. We're going to bring this time left hand down, right hand up. Inhale. And exhale, reaching over. Drop the shoulder down. Just see if you can feel that reach. If you ever get any sort of pain or strain in your knee, just bend a little bit. We don't want to hyperextend. Sometimes our bodies do have the ability to kind of hyperextend, but for those muscles, we want to make sure that we're not doing that. Even in this sort of position, make sure the hand's not pushing on the knee. Always be so good to that joint. 3, relax in the forehead. 2, and 1. Amazing. Inhale, reaching it out. And exhale, reaching as far as you can. Out, not in line with the shoulders, a little further. And then shift the weight to that hand. You've got it. Again, you can come up to a fist if you needed to, shifting the weight back. Good. See how that feels. Inhaling. And as we exhale, see if you can tuck under in the pelvis, just getting that lovely bit of length. Good. Drop your shoulders down. Hand is extended towards the ceiling. You got it. Option to lift up. Inhale. And drop it down. Thinking about your core here kind of helps with that kick. You're using the leg, but we're using that core as we lift to balance. And extend that 3rd one. And down. Good. You know where we're headed for that crunch. I'm going to reach that top hand up and over. You've got the option toe on the floor, so stay there, or lift it up and take the knee in towards the elbow. And extend. Breathing in and out, crunching, and taking it out. Beautiful work. And in. Good. And extend. You've got the toe on the ground, that's absolutely fine. Stay there. You can bend that back knee and lift up if you wanted, and maybe see if you can reach back for the toes. And like we did on the floor earlier, maybe drawing both shoulder blades together, opening a little in the chest. Maybe push the toe into the hands. Drop the head back if you like. 3. Nice. See where you get that stretch. 2. And 1. That feels really good to me today. Inhale, reaching up and over. We're going to take that left hand down, walk forward, forward, forward. Beautiful. Bring both knees back in, either keeping them hip distance or just sinking into those hips. Holding down. Amazing. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Relax the face, the softening all the way. So take a quick little scan, softening the forehead, piece alongside the eyes, between the eyebrows, the jaw. Inhale and exhale. Amazing. Absolutely beautiful work, team. Just allows gravity to do the work. A little reset in that back. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, peeling the body up. Good. Maybe walk the hands, or you need to. We're just going to slowly come back into tabletop position. You want to just take a second. We haven't had a drink yet, and it's a warm day, so let's get ourselves nice and hydrated. Amazing. Just meet me in tabletop position when you're ready. We're going to take a few cat and cows. I want you to move in between them in your own pace. So tucking under, staying if you like. You know our little wiggle at the tailbone. Or you can keep it straight and draw up into your cow. My little challenge is, if you like, as you move between cat and cow, maybe see if you can close the eyes and just really feel it out. Trust your body. Trust your intuition that you know where to go with that. Cat and cow. Taking a lovely deep breath in and slowly breathing out. Breathing in and slowly breathing out. Beautiful. Next time you're in cat, just hold. Draw the chin in, push the hands into the mat, tuck the pelvis under, and just enjoy all that this brings. Love a cat pose. Inhale, draw the chest through. Let the belly dip, tailbone lifts. Really try and stay active. Don't let everything sink in. Push into those hands and extend the chest. Good. Inhale. And slowly exhaling out. Good. Breathing in, tucking under in the pelvis, tuck those back toes, lifting up in the knees and shift the weight back, bend your knees. See how that feels. Good. Fingers nice and wide. Rotate the shoulders back and maybe walking those heels to get a little into those hammies. Good. Maybe sinking back a little more, swinging the hips, maybe looking left to right. Up and down like you're saying yes. That one always gives me a little extra. And just breathe. See your first downward dog of the day. Feel it in the glutes, the hips, the backs of the legs. Good. I'm going to invite you here, inhale, to come to stillness. Look forward between the thumbs, step or hop. We're going to come to halfway lift. Bend the knees and scoop it up. Breathing in, palms together, and a little back bend. In under. Thumbs in, shoulders draw down, and just feeling that beautiful bit of stillness. Leaning into Tadasana, leaning into the warmth. Just checking in. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hinge at the hips. Let's reach forward, a little hold here, and sink down over the toes. Exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Yogi's choice, fingertips forward or hands coming up alongside the body, elbows joining. Breathing in, bend the knees, we all come up. Whatever you chose is perfect. Exhale, tuck it under in the pelvis, thumbs in, shoulders down. Awesome. Curl those outer edges of the mouth out, find a little smile. You've got it. Just time for you. Inhale. And exhale, just leaning into the sunlight. Imagine that you're somewhere really like on holiday. You can kind of channel the energy and that warmth today. Inhale, reaching it up. And hinging at the hips, reach forward, fold down over the toes. Exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bending in the knees, scoop it up. Beautiful little back bend. Tuck in under in the pelvis, thumbs in. Inhale, lifting it up. And exhale, hinging at the hips, fold down over the toes. Good. This time we're going to step or hop back. So we're going to come to our halfway lift. Bend your knees and bring the hands slightly forward step. Or think about your core and hop. Doesn't matter where you get to. Whatever that looks like, you can straighten it out. Now, yogi's choice, are you going to come to the knees and lean forward and push into those hands, draw in from your core? Do you fancy the plank today? If you're in the plank, you want to shimmy those heels away, drop the pelvis down, push into the hands, and then feel like I'm just drawing the chest slightly forward. It'll flatten everything out. Good, feeling strong here. Push into the hands, draw in from your navel. Good. Strong. 3, 2, and 1. And lowering down. Option to come via the knees, or we push into the toes, come over the wrists, a little bend of the elbows, and maybe untuck those toes, lifting into upward dog. If you're on your knees, come to the belly, roll the shoulders up, and push into your cobra. So option for upward dog, pushing into the tops of the feet, pelvis draws down, we still draw that chin in, pushing into those hands. If it's way too much, knees come down. Wherever you are, 3, 2, 1. If you're in cobra, come back down onto the belly, lift up onto the knees and come up to downward dog, everybody. Or untuck those toes, use your core, lifting up. Good, bend the knees here and straighten. Bend the knees and straighten. Bend the knees, inhaling. And exhaling, straightening. Head and bend. And straighten. Good. We're going to look forward between the thumbs, come up to the tops of the toes. Bend the knees. Maybe hop or step. See how it feels. Don't worry, even if you hop a little bit. It's a little bit of fun hanging out. Inhale, halfway lift. Yogi's choice. Chest draws forward. Bend those knees, scooping it up all the way alongside those ears. Little back bend. Exhale, tucking under, thumbs in. You've got it. Breathing in and breathing out. Lovely little salutation, team. Can you feel your heart rate going? We are saluting that sun. I've got just this whole body stretch, feeling the warmth, generating that heat, feeling the body alive, heartbeat going. Let's salute that sun again. Let's see how we go. Again, you can come by the knees, belly into cobra, or maybe have a go today of your upward dog. Yogi's choice. When you're ready, inhale, reaching it up. Awesome. Maybe a little back bend here. Hinge at the hips, reach forward. Pull down over those toes. Exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend the knees. Hands come forward. Step or hop back into your plank. Yogi's choice on the knees or lifting up. Heels away. Pelvis drops. Push into those hands, feeling strong. Breathe. Relax in the forehead. Good. If you're on your knees, go down onto the belly, lift up into your cobra. If you want to move from here, chaturanga, push into the toes, lean over those wrists, little bend to the elbow, we untuck the toes, and we draw the chest through, pushing into those hands. We want the legs really strong and tense, but the glutes are relaxed. You've got everything pushing into those hands, chin down, in towards the chest, not looking up too high. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale. If you're in cobra, come down onto the floor, making your way to the knees, cat and up, or whenever you're ready, lifting into your downward dog. Good. Bending in the knees and straightening them out. Bending in the knees and straightening it out. Need to adjust the hands or anything, bend and straighten. Good. Inhale, we're going to extend that right leg out. And maybe bend into that right knee. See if you can kind of just reach the toes in the direction of the left-hand side, looking under that armpit. That back knee can either be a little bit bent. If you've got that openness in the hammies, extend. Good job. 3, 2, 1. Wonder if my legs are sore. I was doing airplanes with my kids for ages yesterday afternoon in the sun. Maybe that was it. Inhale, extend. And slowly bring the foot down. Good. Breathing in, looking forward, coming up to the tops of the toes, bend in the knees, and step or hop. Fold down over. Yogi's choice, halfway lift, fingers to tips, or coming halfway up. Bend the knees and scoop it up. Deep breath in, palms up. Exhale, thumbs in, shoulders down. And just catch that breath. If you're holding it at any point, slow everything down. That's breathing through the nose and out through the mouth. Inhale. And slowly exhaling. You can feel the body starting to release. Let's maybe take the head left to right. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. And one last one of our salutations, 3 today. Wherever you are, I want you to notice the sunlight peering through whichever room that you're in. I want you to check in, finding gratitude for this warmth, this beautiful day, the opportunity to kind of be outside more, leaning into those cold drinks and just letting all the vitamins that the sunlight brings. Let's find some gratitude for nature, for this beautiful weather, this beautiful Sunday together. Genuinely so grateful to spend my Sundays with each of you. Inhale, reaching it up. And Mondays and Saturdays, those of you who do it on read, catch up, fold down. Hanging out. Inhale, halfway lift. Good. And then bend the knees, step or hop back. You know the drill. Either onto the knees and come down onto the belly, or push into the toe, chaturanga. Up to you where you want to be here. You can bring it down onto the knees, whatever suits. Good. Breathing in and breathing out. Awesome, team. Lifting up into your downward dog, either via the knees and cat and up, or untuck those toes and shift the weight back. Good. Little walk at the heels, swing the hips, inhale. And exhale, an option to extend the left leg this time. Maybe bending in the knee, taking it over, get underneath the armpit there. Beautiful. 3. Inhale and exhale. 2. And 1. Slowly bring the foot down. Breathing in and breathing out. Good. Staying in your downward dog a little longer. Rotate the biceps out. Down with the shoulders. If it feels too much to hold, just come on to the knees. For 3, deep breath in and out. Shift the weight back. So you can find a little stillness in your downward dog. 2. And 1. Inhale, let's look forward between the thumbs, up to the tops of the toes, step or hop. Use your core for that hop if you chose. If it's absolutely fine to step, draw the chin in. Inhale, halfway lift. Bend those knees and scoop it up. Arms alongside those ears. Exhale, Tadasana. Well done. 3 really strong vinyasas. Sun Salutation A. Surya Namaskara. 3. Shoulders down, maybe close the eyes here. 2. Deep breath in and out. And 1. Just find some stillness. Maybe close the eyes. Drawing in from the navel, finding that beautiful long posture. And just finding that lovely little balance of the body. Enjoying a little bit of magic as we tap into the quiet things the body does. Finding gratitude. Little magic shells, right? Taking us to all these incredible spaces and places, allowing us to feel and be, experience being human. Inhale, we're going to rub those palms together. It might be a little bit warmer than usual. My note says clammy as yesterday. And then slowly bring them up over the eyes. Breathe in. As we exhale, just separate the hands and the fingers and bring yourself back into the space. Awesome movement, guys. A little sip if you like. Let's keep it hydrated. Cheers, everyone. Awesome. So we're going to move from a little goddess. We're going to kind of do our little pivot, and we're going to kind of do goddess, pivot into a little bit of our warrior 3. Come back. Goddess, pivot, warrior 3. And I'm also going to see, we haven't done this one in a while, but if you feel balanced, we're going to kind of do pivot, warrior 3. And then we're going to see, can we slowly bring the foot back up? So when I give you that guidance to go to tree, can you bring it either lower, you can bring it to the floor, or up. So you can go with the foot down and bring it in, or we can lift and see if you can bring it in to your tree pose. And then we're going to step back and pivot. Yeah, but we'll build on it. But when I kind of say, let's try and move into tree, meaning coming from here and in, or coming from here and just bringing the foot on the floor. Absolutely fine. You don't have to take the lift if it feels a bit wobbly today. Oh, all right. Find your goddess pose to start. I don't know why I always wiggling into it, trying to find that lovely little space, knees in line with the hips. So you don't want your ballet diamond, you want your big stance. Good. When you're ready, breathing in, we're going to reach the arms up. And exhale, we're just going to take them down. Just one little swing, just to get a little hug. Inhale, reaching up. As you come down, bring the opposite hand on top. Inhale, reaching up. This time, hands on the hips, drawing from your core. Good. So that back foot, we're going to take our right foot, we're going to pivot onto the toes and turn and face the left-hand side. Good. Then come back to center, squeeze and lift. Good. Breathing in. Exhale down. Left leg, we pivot on the back toes, sinking down and coming back to center and squeeze. Good. Breathing in. Breathing out, little bend. Pivot, back to center and squeeze, breathing in, bending down, pivot, back to center and squeeze. Good. This time we're going to take it slow and see if we can build in a little warrior 3. So as you get into your warrior 3, you can have that back foot on the mat or you can slowly bring it to a lift, up to you. Just see if you can keep that right hip drawing down. Inhale. Little bend. Good, we're going to pivot. Good, once you find that little stance, we're going to push off that back foot, shift the weight forward, maybe lift that back foot a little bit. Maybe lift it a lot, maybe bring the hands out so that they're in the direction of the toes, drop that right hip down. Good. 3. See if you have that balance. We dip the chest a little more, our right hip drawing down. 3, 2, and 1. Big step back out. You've got it. Hands on the hips. And squeeze. Beautiful little sequence. Inhale. And exhaling out. Awesome. Inhaling, little smile. Bending in the knees. Good. We're going to turn that left foot pivot. Good. You can stay here and keep the toe on the mat or push off. See, toe on the floor or lift. Dropping the left hip down. See how that feels. Maybe leaning forward a little bit. Drop the shoulders down. Maybe reaching towards that back foot. Left hip all often wants to open up. So you can just draw it down a little bit. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Big step back. Hands on the hips. Bending down and squeezing. Good. Inhaling. And exhaling out. Fab. Let's see if we can build into a little bit of tree pose from here. So we're going to bend and pivot. Good. Again, you can stay with the foot on the floor or you can lift. And then from here, we're going to bend in that back knee. See if we can slowly lift it up. Maybe bring the foot below or above the knee, finding your tree pose. Good. Inhale, option to reach the arms up, drop the shoulders down. 3, 2. Remember the foot can be on the floor for this one as well. And the option either to bring the foot back down on the floor or kick it back out. See if you can maybe find, I wobbled, arms extended for your warrior 3. Big step back and turn and face forward. Good. And squeeze. Awesome job. Inhale and exhaling out. Beautiful. Inhaling and exhaling. Good. Bend, pivot. You've got it. Shifting the weight and lifting up. And then from here, see if you can bend that back knee. Take your time, go slow. Can you bring that foot, the inner thigh, lower part of the leg? Squeeze and open up that knee, finding that posture you know so well. And holding here. Again, absolutely fine to do it with the foot on the floor and moving it forward onto the floor. It's all good. Maybe arms reaching up. Nice job, team. And then see, maybe with the arms extended, can you reach back out? A little bit, shift of the arms, maybe drop that hip down. 3, 2, and 1. Big step back. Beautiful, bending deep and lifting back up. Inhale, bending the knees, step or hop together. Good, little shake out. Awesome, roll the ankles for us. Little release, deep breath in and deep breath out. Awesome, everybody. When it comes to the feet are hip distance, inhale, reach the arms up, link the thumbs, and reach up towards the ceiling. Drop those shoulders down. Inhale, lifting up and over. It can be a little bit, that feels like the best place to stay. go for it. If you wanted to go a little further, we breathe in, spine elongates. Maybe you're reaching a little further. 3, 2, and 1. Breathing in, reaching up, maybe reaching back. And exhale, drawing back to center. Inhale, a little smile. Up and over, a little bit towards the left. Relax the shoulders, the neck. This might be a perfect place to stay. Or inhale, lift and elongate, reaching over a little further if the body will let you. But we don't want that bottom sticking out, tuck under in the pelvis. Keep that lovely length in the spine. Drawing from the navel. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, coming all the way back up. If you want, you can draw that chest forward, hands come back a little bit, arch in the spine, reach the hands wide. Bring them on the hips, tacking back under. Good. Inhale with me. Exhale through the mouth. Fab. We're just going to shift the weight side to side. We're going to pivot the heels. Just see if you can turn left to right. Good. Just moving the knees. Don't keep them stuck at all. Knees drawing to the sides. Good. Little step. Little step. Maybe let the hands swing really low. Take some breaths. Nice slow inhalation, exhalation. Just letting yourself twist here. You want to really build into the twist. Maybe you lift that foot and swing the arms a little wider. Maybe give yourself a little hug. See, you can get that little bit of a release. Nice and soft, loosey-goosey as you do it. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Coming back to center, just let the hands swing. Feet hip distance, good. Now we've got lots of space. What we're going to do our lift up, throw the body and the hands back up, and then we're going to open the arms wide. Harder to do the arms wide in a class because we all whack each other, but we're going to do that when we're at home. Take out that space when you're ready. Inhale, reaching it up. Exhale, swinging the hands and then the chin down. Feel that back. Inhale, lift, and arms wide. Good. Find nice deep breaths if you can. In. Good. Just keep it going for 5. Beautiful. 4. Can be quick or slow. 3. Awesome, team. 2. And 1. Coming back up. Maybe just let the arms swing forward and back. And slowly allow the hands to come back alongside the body. Stillness. Deep breath in. And slowly breathing out. Little smile here. Feeling maybe a little tingle, maybe a little release. From here, we're just going to make our way down onto the mat. Slowly, you can just go onto the knees or take a little reach. Bend the knees, fall down onto the floor. Good. Coming to an upright seated position. Nice work, team. I'm going to bring the legs in a little V position. So you can make the V small and you make it a little bit wider, wiggling those sit bones. You'll know when it feels enough. Sit nice and tall. And just relax the shoulders down. And just take a little reach over towards that right ankle. Use your core coming back. It can be a really small movement. Be a little bit more exaggerated, dropping the ear down as far as you can. Both are good. So small or deep. You feel what you need to feel. Good. Just moving side to side. If you want to start taking those little heavy eyes. Amazing. Keep it going. 3. Breath in and out 2. And 1. Coming all the way back to center. Inhale. And slowly exhaling out. And we're bringing the fingertips forward. Just going to lean either into the palms, maybe bend the elbows a little bit. That might be enough. You might think, oh, Megs, it's really tight today. Just draw the chin down and relax here. If you feel like you can lean forward a little more, maybe bringing yourself down onto the forearms. Just drop the chin and the head down. I'm just going to take this little forward fold. Maybe stack the fists. It might feel good there. Doesn't matter. Just close those eyes. Begin to close down the practice. Kind of forward folding with the body. Just soften. You're welcome to take any other variation of this, reaching forward. Whatever feels good to you, or staying right where you are. That's where I'm going to stay today, right here. And just let the eyes close. Three, 2, and 1. And then slowly push into the hands, coming all the way back up, keeping the eyes heavy. Use the hands to bring the knees in. Finding that nice upright position, soft eyes. Good. Just going to take your pointer finger and your middle finger in between the eyebrows and just give it a little bit of a trace over. Maybe moving a little bit more into the forehead. Keep it moving. Come a little closer. See ya. Maybe some circles here in the temples. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. You want it to move up into the scalp. It's nice to use like nails a little bit if they're not too long. Just feeling that little bit of release. You make connection with the scalp. Sending that little message to rest and reset. Beautiful. Coming back down. Inhale. And as we exhale, maybe taking the hands between the top of the nose, all the way down, tracing around the cheekbones. Into the sinus if you like. And maybe making circles here, all down the nose. You got it. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Deep breath in with me. And out, let it go. Close the eye. Soften the jaw. And just stop. Enjoying that bit of quiet as you slowly make your way into Shavasana. Wherever you want to be, you can stay upright. You can lay back. Rest in a cozy chair, sofa, crawl back in bed if it's one of those days. Make it what you need it. Breathing in. And slowly breathing out. Soften in the face. Relaxing the shoulders, letting your back body melt into the space. being held. Just relax. Feeling the warmth in the sunlight as it peeks through the windows, shining all the way down, warming the body, allowing you to feel safe, soft, relaxed, maybe even channeling that beautiful holiday energy. You lie there today and invite you to imagine that your yoga mat is not a mat today. It is your gorgeous beach towel. You've got it lying on top of the whitest, softest sand you can imagine. And as you lay there, I want you to imagine you can feel the warmth coming from the sand through the towel, just massaging your back. Just allow yourself to melt into that feeling as the sun hits the face and feel that beautiful softness. There's nowhere that you need to be, nothing you need to do. Blue skies for days above you. Maybe you can hear the drawing in and out of the sea. Beautiful lapping of the waves along the shore. That gorgeous little crash, that little hush, rocking you into a beautiful space of relaxation, rest, and softness. Taking your mind on holiday, your body on holiday, you feel the first time in ages you can truly just stop. You can feel a little breeze across the face, the rustling of a few little palm trees around you, maybe the birds chirping. Just be there in the warmth by the sea, cradled by nature. For the end of your Shavasana today, I invite you either to stay there a little longer, just soaking that up, and I wish you all that beautiful energy, light, softness, and holiday. Have a wonderful week in the sunshine. Peace and love, always.